Hello everybody, welcome to my channel where learning art is fun. I'm Sarah, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I draw this realistic pink donut.
And this week I'm going to introduce a new series on this channel, which is going to be the 3D or realistic drawing versus the cartoon drawing challenge. So the plan is that on Tuesday's video I draw something realistic or 3D, and on Friday's video I draw a cartoon relating to that realistic drawing. And the challenge is for you to watch Tuesday's video and guess who it is I might draw on Friday's video. And you can do that by putting your guess in the comments box below, making sure that you're subscribed to my channel, click on the bell icon to receive new video notifications, and if you guessed right, I will shout out your name at the end of Friday's video. So hopefully we'll have lots of fun with this and learn a few arty things along the way. So back to my donut drawing, and just to say that all the art materials I used for this drawing will be listed in the description box below if you want to go and check those out. So I started off this drawing with an outline, as you saw, on my grey tone Strathmore paper, and I began by blocking in a mid-tone pink colour with a pink Copic marker. So the idea of doing this was to quickly fill in areas with a colour that is roughly the right colour, but to use this as a base, so that basically you can add darker or lighter colours on the top of this with my colour pencil. And I did the same for the base of the donut, just starting out by using a yellow Copic marker to fill in a block colour just for that mid-tone colour to work from, and I did the same using a white colour pencil for the white icing on the donut too. So in order to add 3D or realism to your drawing, you need to make sure that you add contrast, shading, shadow and highlights. So once I blocked in those main colours, it was then time to work on this. And I did this by using coloured pencils, making sure as always that the points are nice and sharp so you can get into the tooth of the paper. And I started out by using darker shades of the base colours that I put on. So I used a darker pink on the areas of the pink icing, and then went in with darker browns for the base of the donut. And it's important with any realistic drawing that you have enough dark shades and you make your darks dark and your lights light, and it's the contrast between these two areas that will help make your donut or your drawing in general stick out from the page and look really realistic. So it's important to look back to your reference picture or photograph, and before you even start, make sure that you've got all the colours that you need. And don't just assume that the white is just going to be white or the pink is just going to be pink. I used quite a lot of different pencils for this drawing, and the colours ranged from the pinks to the purples to blues, greys, and a whole range of different browns for the base of the donut. So don't just make assumptions on what you think the colour is. Really study your reference picture, and that will help you pick up colours that you might not originally have thought were in there. So once you've got a layer down, then I blended that in with my white Prismacolor pencil. That helps to make the colour pencil really smooth, but sometimes it can lighten the areas as well. So you do need to be a little bit patient and do several layers. Sometimes you need to go back in and darken certain areas up. And now just doing the white icing, I did notice from my reference picture that the white areas weren't just white. They did have elements of peachy colours in there as well as greys as well. So it took about 2 hours to do this drawing, so that gives you an idea of just how much time you perhaps need to put aside. Just be patient and keep at it. Lots of layers and lots of details will help to make your drawings look realistic. And keeping a nice sharp point enables you to get into all those little details and get some really nice sharp edges and contrast between those dark areas and the light areas. So again, just with my white Prismacolor pencil, just blending those colours in after I've applied another few layers, and that just helps to make those areas nice and smooth. And as you can see here, in this area it is quite dark, but I'm not just using black, I am actually using a range of different dark purples and dark browns to get the colour I want. And in fact I don't think I used black at all in this drawing. So now I'm just applying some grey to areas of the white icing on the donut, and that's just for areas that, although they are white if you look at them as a whole, there are certain areas that are slightly darker around the edges of that icing. And that helps to give it form, not just by doing it one block colour. And again, just highlighting the contrast between those two by adding some darker reds underneath. So in order to get the shading underneath the donut, which will help make it look realistic, I applied a piece of tracing paper, as you can see here, and just cut out that area that I've got, placed it over my donut, and this was to protect my drawing so far, because I thought it would be really good to add the shadow using a bit of pastel. So I used a raw umber pan pastel and applied it with this soft foam applicator here. And this works really well for shadows, but you can get the same results with coloured pencils or crayons if you haven't got the pastels. I then darkened up the darkest area underneath the donut and added some coloured pencil just to make that even darker again right at the bottom there. And then I just rubbed out some of the guidelines and added the highlights. So in contrast with the dark areas, this white gel highlighter really helped to make the drawing pop and look really realistic. And I had a lot of fun with this. It was really nice to do something different. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and of course don't forget to guess who this donut might belong to. And if you've got an idea, don't forget to put that idea in the comments box below, and as I said at the beginning of the video, I will shout out the names of anyone who got it right. So I hope you're excited about this challenge. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you've enjoyed today's video to start off the challenge. So if you have, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all on Friday.